have a question. If all is not lost, where is it?
Already?
Thank you, one person. My cousin had lessons with the devil to become more evil. I don't know how much she charged him. I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around. I got in a fight once with a really big guy. He said, "I'm going to mop the floor with your face." I said, "You'll be sorry." He said, "Oh yeah, why?" I said, "Well, you won't be able to get into the corners very well." The computer told me to choose a password with 8 characters, so I chose Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. We all know Einstein was a genius, but his brother Frank is a monster.
Took people a while on that one.
I went on a diet, removed all the fattening foods from my house. It was delicious. I like to hold hands at the movies, which always seems to startle strangers. My dentist told me that I need a crown. Finally, somebody who understands me. You guys ready for some You Might Be a Redneck?
Woo!
If you own a homemade fur coat, if the Salvation Army declines your mattress, if your dog can't watch you eat without gagging, if you can spit without opening your mouth, if you just tried spitting without opening your mouth. You know, sleeping comes naturally to me. I can't do it with my eyes closed.
I can.
Or I can do it with my eyes closed. Some people say they pick their nose. I was just born with mine.
Dustin, pick up the paper.
A pessimist sees a dark tunnel. An optimist sees the light at the end of the tunnel. A realist sees a freight train. A train driver sees 3 idiots standing on the tracks. The worst time to have a heart attack is during a game of charades. I called the gym and asked if they could teach me to do the splits. The guy said, "How flexible are you?" I said, "I could be there Tuesdays and Thursdays." I washed the car with my nephew the other day. He said, "Uncle Dustin, couldn't you just use a sponge?" A recent study has found that women who carry a little extra weight live longer than the men who mention it. When tempted to fight fire with fire, remember that the fire department usually uses water. I found a delicious tofu recipe. 1, throw away the tofu. 2, fry a juicy steak. Thank you, one person. I thought I was being followed by a professional assassin, but he was a volunteer. Some more redneck jokes now. If you keep a spit cup on the ironing board, you might be a redneck. If you prefer car keys to Q-tips, That's a bad one. If you've ever been kicked out of the zoo for heckling the monkeys. If your mother has ever been involved in a fist fight at a school sporting event. If you need one more hole punched in your card to get a freebie at the House of Tattoos. If you throw a can out of the truck window and your wife shoots at it. Nothing embarrasses
Psychics.
more than throwing them a surprise party. Who was the first to see a cow and think, I wonder what will happen if I squeeze these dangly things and drink whatever comes out? I had an asthma attack yesterday. 3 asthmatics attacked me. Yeah, I know I should have heard them hiding. Last night my brother and I watched 3 DVDs back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV. I went to school to become a wit, but I only got halfway through.
That one got a groan.
My dad's birthday is coming up, and I would really like to get him what he really wants, but I can't afford to move out yet. There are 3 kinds of people, those who can count and those who can't. I think I might get a full body tattoo of myself, only taller. How do you know the toothbrush was invented by a redneck? Anyone else would have called it a teeth brush.
That was a slow rumble.
And speaking of rednecks, if your wife can climb a tree faster than your cat, if you have ever named a child after a dog, if the UFO hotline limits you to 1 call per day, you're a redneck. I ran 3 miles today. Finally, I said, lady, take your purse. It's a great when I enjoy myself. Why is the alphabet in that order? Is it because of the song?
You wrote that? You said you wrote that himself.
My cousin had her driver's test the other day. She got a 8 out of 10. The other 2 guys jumped clear. I asked my mother if I was adopted. She said not yet, but we placed an ad. My friend said, I haven't seen you in camouflage class. Ooh, I'm getting good. And finally, one more redneck joke. If you think recipe for disaster is something to do with your wife's chili. Thank you.